Welcome back to the GOONS Podcast. I have a turd in my butt that's going to be in this in my butt for the entire podcast, and it's just going to have to be a
before.
That's a fact. I know I did.
You're lying to our audience.
I didn't get the bulk of it out. I just got the
little troublemaker.
The end.
Oh, yeah. I hate that. I hate when you know that you only got like 3/4 of it out.
You still got a little one in the gas chamber.
Well, the thing is, usually when I wake up, I usually just have to crap immediately. But this time I didn't really feel
95?
it. But I still, I don't know. It's just something my daily routine is like get out of bed, take a piss, take a dump. Usually go down and eat, but I was a little bit late to the podcast today, so I didn't have time to do that. And I for some reason today, my dump just did not want to.
You mean when you wake up at 2 p.m. in the afternoon?
Exactly. Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
Usually whenever I wake up, I have to let out a pretty saucy log. But today wasn't the day.
Saucy log.
You guys know me. I take sort of like seconds. It takes seconds to get out, and this time it was just I couldn't get it out. And when it came out, it was just like a boom, like a little
plop, plop on the beat,
like a cod nude tube.
I like that you were considering what to start the podcast with, and that's where you went.
Yeah,
that's what you landed on.
You've waited 50 minutes to get here, and this is what your brain came up with in 50 minutes time.
Well, what you bring to the table?
I'm just
truly a creative man.
I'm washed up, okay?
Unparalleled mind in the podcasting universe.
I'm trying to shake it up a little bit with the intros and
shake it up.
That's what I came up with.
That is not a good way to shake it up.
I got poop in my butt, and it's gonna stay there for at least an hour.
You're very epic. I love you.
Thank you.
I don't believe that.
Thank you.
I love you, baby.
Yeah, I don't believe that one bit.
We should do another podcast where we just like rip on each other. That was fun.
No, we do it enough here.
Yeah. I thought you meant like a whole new
start podcast. A whole new brand.
Oh no. I meant like a podcast episode where we just fucking just tear into each other's insecurities. You know what I mean?
Nah.
That doesn't sound very fun.
Yeah, I'm okay, man.
You would lose.
I want to end this podcast.
You don't know what you're setting yourself up for, buddy.
Yeah, but the thing is, I accept all my insecurities, and I recognize that I have them, so it's like whatever. You know?
Then it's not an insecurity.
That's okay. Yeah. Well, it is.
I mean, just
being self-aware. It's still an insecurity. Yeah. Like I don't think that. You know,
I got picked on in high school, but once I understood to
I feel
laugh
like you
at
were
myself,
the kid that wore like South Park pajamas to school.
No, I did have a South Park shirt. I remember that.
Yeah.
I had it was like a towel shirt, and it says, "I have no idea what's going on."
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds like McNasty.
I remember I wanted to get a Cartman one, but it had a cuss word on it, and my mom wouldn't let me have it. It was like 4th grade or something.
That's a dang Daniel moment.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that she cared. I think it's just if the school saw a fucking like 8-year-old wearing a shirt that said like shit on it, it'd probably be like, hey.
Yeah, I almost got in trouble. I had a Young and Reckless shirt. I don't even know what that meant.
What?
But it had like
Isn't that like Rob Dyrdek's cousin's brand or something?
I think so. Something like that. But it had like a bottle of wine. Like faded. Yeah, faded out like in the background of the shirt that I didn't even know. Like I didn't even realize that it was there. I just bought the shirt because it looked cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to go and get like a temporary ID because I had forgot like my school ID. And like the library lady was like, "Is that a bottle of alcohol on your shirt?" And she was like, "You're lucky we don't send you home to change." I was just like, shut the fuck up. We're in high school. Half of these people are doing crack in the bathroom. And you're worried about like me with a bottle of wine faded out in the background of my shirt. You stupid fucking bitch.
All right.
You stupid fucking cum guzzling.
Yeah. How do you feel about her? How do you feel about her?
Ass
stop saying that fucking word.
I'm going to take a library book and bash your fucking ass head in it. That's what I wanted to say.
Dara, you gotta censor all the C there.
Yeah.
Can you put gorilla sound effects over every word you gotta censor?
Yeah. Can you put over each of those?
Yeah, just move that over on the timeline. You got it. You're good.
It's weird that you still have so much pent up energy over a librarian in high school.
I know. Like that's a long time to hold that grudge.
He's an anti-librarianist now.
Well, it's just like I was a good student and I never got into any trouble really and just like the one that's the one thing that I'm gonna get bitched out about. Like, really?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah,
as
It
fuck.
just
funny,
rubbed
Dom.
me the wrong way. You know,
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to commit a crime, murder, blood, drank
That
the blood
might
of the
be a little-
librarian.
That's a little extreme.
Sacrifice the corpse to Satan to win favor.
Do an
Did you guys ever,
unholy
like,
fucking ritual in the library? Go ahead, McNasty. Sorry.
Did you guys ever break like dress codes in high school?
No.
Yeah, I used to wear a dress sometimes. Short little skirt. You could see my dick and balls hanging out.
That's
So
a
it wasn't
nice
a dress,
thing
it
to
was a
see.
I just show up naked sometimes, throw them off.
Yeah, that would definitely throw me off. If I was a teacher and I just see fucking kids' cock and balls hanging on the seat.
Just naked Billy Ray Cyrus in my class. Be a little distracted.
Okay. Fuck
Yeah,
you,
so
Hannah
you're not supposed to
Montana.
drill into his insecurities. Come on, man.
Montana.
Literally how?
So you're his daddy, is
Because
what
you're
you're
my
saying?
daughter, and I want to fuck you.
Okay.
All right.
A lore that I was not expecting today.
Is that Hannah Montana lore?
Yeah.
Is that in the manga? I don't know.
It's canon.
Yeah, it's canon. Okay. Do we have
Hannah Montana.
do we have topics today?
Anamon manga.
No, I completely decided to just go in a podcast and have no topics ready.
We have done that countless
You've-
times. I don't know
yeah,
why
you've
you're
done
saying
that
that.
That's every
loads of
Like,
podcast,
times.
pretty
what
much.
do you mean?
Yeah, but for the past like 10 podcasts, we've just had
Other people do our work
fans
for
just
us.
like
Yeah.
asking
Yeah.
us questions and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not even a podcast anymore. It's a Q&A with fucking stupid shit around it.
I have decided right now that I'm going to make a separate email for questions that you guys want to ask us. So I'm going to put that email in the description of this video. So if you want to ask us questions, go to that email and stop sending it to our business emails, please.
You know you're gonna
Thank
get
you.
like 200 emails that are spaghetti or meat, right?
Yeah, you're like, that's just setting yourself up
Stop.
for failure.
Stop giving them ideas. Stop. Because they're going to do it if you
Everybody
just
go
talk
email
about it.
spaghetti or meat to McNasty's new email. in the
Well, see, what you
description.
have to
Yes.
do is you have to lie and be like, there's no reason to send spam. All the spam gets filtered out. We're only going to see the questions. See, that's how you set it up.
I wonder if you
lie
can,
to
Now
your
they know
like-
it's a
viewers.
lie.
Yeah,
I wonder
now
if there's
they-
a thing on if there's something on an email where you can like make a
Put a
make
black
a word
like a blacklist word.
block out
like a word filter.
words.
Yeah.
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 Wait, you
There
can
has to
just
be
get
something
rid of
like that.
spaghetti or meat?
Yeah, what if somebody has a legitimate spaghetti question? Oh no!
And they can
What
fuck
if
off.
Bobby Flay writes in?
Can we get him on the podcast? That'd be sick.
I don't
Sure,
think
probably
any
wouldn't be too
celebrity is gonna come to our podcast.
What do you mean, bro? We've
we
had Grizzy
barely
on
come.
here.
I tried to DM Madison Beer about coming on here, but she never replied.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That was a while back though.
Yeah,
That's like
she's
when
gonna
she
come
first
on this
did-
Yeah.
podcast after you said
I
you
just figured, fuck
sucked
it, dude,
my
might as well
dick
try.
after I'd been inside her.
Yeah,
Or something.
Yeah.
After I wanted to
Hey,
sniff her
she-
balls and you wanted
She
to suck
seemed like a
whose
really
cock.
good sport about it, so
I wanted to
you know.
sniff her balls.
No, wait, no, I wanted to sniff the nasty's ball. Wait, your balls. Your balls do. I want to sniff
It was
your
all
balls.
my genitalia. It was my genitalia.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
I just wanted to lick your asshole, unrelated to Madison Beer. Just
yeah.
yeah, you should have kept that in the drafts.
No, I'm glad you published that.
there's a draft in here.
Published. I'm glad you're a published author. Really
could
doing a
be.
good job at it.
Let's write a
Goons
book.
literature.
Let's write a book that's 100 pages, but the first page only has one word on it, and the rest of them are blank. So the viewers can
Write your
write
own
their
book.
own story.
Just write sorry
It's
on
your
the
life.
first page.
Your life is important. Write your own
Mm.
story.
What is the one word in our book?
Sorry.
I'm
the
just
word
gonna say
sorry.
something fucked.
Yeah,
I
don't-
know you were. I know.
I'm glad that your water bottle drink stopped you from doing that.
Yes.
I'm glad
No
my wow
slurs.
wow wow wow
Well,
wow
well,
wow wow.
I'm glad that the
Whoa,
Waffle
whoa,
House
whoa.
kept you from saying a racist slur.
That's not what I was thinking at all, actually, McNasty.
Sure.
Bold of you to assume that.
Sure.
Sure he did.
Get your mind out the gutter. Get your mind out the gutter.
Can we talk about something?
Yeah, let's talk about something here.
I feel like I'm just wasting away
this
here.
one, I actually like the way this person did because
Dude, really?
they asked questions for all of us, then they ask individual questions. It's kind of cool.
Wow.
So
Why did everybody just clear their nostrils at the same time? All right.
I got a booger.
Lava.
That was really cute.
You don't need to
lava,
share the
a
booger
lava.
with the class.
Okay. This is a question from Mr. Person. I don't know. I did not say their name or not. Is there?
Why did you even bring it up then?
Because I was gonna say it, and then I realized that they didn't disclose.
You're a
that
lying
they
sack of
wanted
shit.
me to.
Come on, read it, liberal. Damn.
Oh! Is there any other YouTuber that you went into the job aspiring to be? Do you have a different YouTube plan when you first started doing YouTube?
Not really. I mean, I really liked the Gaming Lemon, but I didn't want to make content like him.
Oh yeah, I used to love watching him.
Yeah, I just liked what he did, but I didn't wake up and go, I want to be Gaming Lemon. It was just like, yeah, that guy's pretty sick. I like his content. So
like inspiration wise, yeah, a bunch of people, but not. I never was like, yeah, I want to be that person.
Yeah,
same here.
Yeah. I never wanted to be Vanos Gaming 2.
I remember when I first started watching YouTube, I watched a lot of like Let's Play gamers, and that's kind of exactly Markiplier, and that's kind of like something that I always wanted to like try. And I remember when I moved into the house with my dad, I had this idea of buying a camera and a green screen and like going all out on it and trying to do like a Let's Play channel. But yeah, that's pretty much the only like different thing I wanted to.
Do it, try it.
What's stopping you?
We literally have a Let's Play channel, and half the time you complain
because I don't want to do that anymore. I'm happy with what I do now. I like being anonymous. I like the privacy.
How dreams are destroyed, colorized in real life.
But I do pretty much the exact same thing. I just don't show my face.
Nah, you've changed.
You've changed. Not
You're
the same.
washed up.
I always thought Delirious was funny as hell. He's kind of the reason I started, because the first thing I started making on YouTube was just like funny moment, ninja defuse, montage, that kind of stuff, which is all privatized as hell now, so no one will ever see it. But
damn.
I've seen it.
You actually probably have.
I think I have too.
Okay, so it's not that private, is what you're getting at.
It is
private to
now
his friends.
private. Used to not be private.
I'm privatizing it right now as we speak.
You fucking pussy.
You're toxic.
So we we done with that question or what?
Well, I don't know. It's just like,
Well, I don't know.
it's. All right, bro. You know what? No, I don't even want to talk. I'm just gonna sit in silence.
You sound like a clown.
I'm just gonna play Pokemon the rest of the podcast. I'm not even gonna talk.
Oh, gee, man, I don't know.
Gosh!
That's it. I'm going to play Among
attacking
Us.
Blarg for no fucking reason.
The way you said that was just funny.
Topic.
You love mocking
You
us.
sound like
but
a
you hate
goofy,
being mocked.
Yeah, you're a real hypocrite.
Wait, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fuck you guys, bitches. Yeah, motherfuckers.
Yeah, thank you guys, bitches.
What?
Okay,
What's even all
let's
that?
act like we're fucking over the age of 12, guys.
Okay.
Okay, come
It's
on.
enough out of you. It's enough out of you, McNasty.
What is a movie franchise, game franchise, or television franchise that defines your childhood?
Spaghetti or Meat, the sequel.
I feel like yours was Mario Soup.
Spaghetti.
Yeah.
Yours had to have been Mario.
You're very, like, Mario.
You literally threw your cat by the tail to replicate
I'm not
Bowser.
playing Mario right now.
I have a feeling you are.
No, yeah,
Find you?
I fucking love playing Mario, dude. It was great fun time.
Probably be Zelda
Yeah.
for me. Zelda
Really?
games.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a game either. It could be television or movies.
That defines me? That's
Yeah,
pretty
it really
deep. I don't know. I,
would.
didn't-
Defines your childhood,
That's
not
a
you
big
now.
statement.
I had stuff that I really liked, like Dragon
Like,
Ball.
is there
and-
anything like for me? A good example would be like Tony Hawk, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games, because that like got me into skating and stuff as a kid, and then I
Okay.
started playing like the BMX games, and I tried to get into that. So like I would say something that like kind of made you affected you as a kid, rather than just
Love
something
Penguin.
you liked. Love Penguin? Did you want to waddle around?
Did you want to be a penguin?
Not be allowed to cuss?
Mario made me fall in love with gaming. That's what it was. That's like that opened my eyes to the world of gaming, which was fun.
Yeah.
Mario just happened to be the first one to do it.
I'd actually
really
say
got
the same
addicted to
thing. Because, like, I loved games like on my Game Boy and stuff, but I never went crazy on them until I got a GameCube and got Mario Kart Double Dash.
Yeah, dude, that was fucking great.
I played that
Mario Kart was
game.
fucking awesome.
So I honestly would agree. I feel like Mario, even though I don't really like play it that much anymore, I feel like that is what like kind of got me into games and stuff like that. And games had more of an impact than like any movie or TV show or anything like that.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just like the whole universe of it. I loved how it looked. I loved the fucking music that they had in it,
like the lore and stuff.
The music
I just loved
sick.
all like it. Just like I would draw it in my free time, just like draw characters and shit. So it just opened up like being creative, really, to me.
Oh, that's
I
like
really
probably the most wholesome thing you've ever said, actually.
Wow.
When I got older, I think GTA kind of took over.
Yeah, that that really shows a difference in personalities.
What a great game to have as an influence as a kid.
That was around the time when I was like watching South Park and stuff.
Steal cars.
I was developing a very like fucked sense of humor, and like I think that kind of because obviously playing fucking Tony Hawk Pro Skater is not going to turn you into a racist, you know.
Neither should GTA. You were probably just racist.
Yeah, I think
that's just called being a bad human.
Well, that's like that was the more of like adult media that I was receiving at the time, and that wasn't when I was fucking 5.
Doesn't mean
that
you
was
have
like
to be racist.
It was a joke. I'm joking.
GTA. I didn't walk outside.
I'm not
like,
actually fucking racist.
Guys.
Okay,
like I didn't. What do you?
never
it's
change,
a joke.
McNasty.
It's a fucking joke.
You shouldn't have been allowed to play GTA.
It's a joke. Shut the fuck up. Okay.
Yeah, I remember there was a
South
kid.
Park.
I remember there was a kid who stole his parents' car or something, and before he was able to drive because he was
that little black
inspired.
boy. Where he was
black guy. He was like a black 7-year-old kid.
You don't remember that little black boy on the news? He was on the news for it, and he was like, "It's fun to do bad things."
Well, yeah,
that kid's a legend.
He was
that's who you were talking about.
Yeah,
well, whoever it was,
that.
I was going to say they were inspired because of Grand Theft Auto. I was going to say that's basically McNasty's childhood.
No, McNasty wanted to do hate crimes for some reason.
I didn't steal cars or beat up women or do anything bad.
Then what's the fucking point?
That game, I don't know. That game was just like I played it a lot. Like San Andreas was like the real first like GTA I got really into, and it just kind of like I don't know, just kind of paved the way for like adult humor. I guess like adult. I don't know.
What is the?
I get what you're saying.
What is the video game you guys have the most time played in? You think out of like every game you've ever played?
Probably CS:GO.
Ooh, RuneScape, for sure.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Done a lot of fucking RuneScape in my days.
It's probably in the thousands of hours.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely Mario 64, I would say, or Rust.
That's a good game to have. Your most played. Mine has got to be MapleStory, dude. From like, God, probably like grade 7 through like high school. I played that shit all the fucking time. I probably have thousands of hours played. It is awful though.
Is that a
game?
Like an Animal Crossing type game, or what is MapleStory?
No,
I've never played
it's like I don't know, but it's like a side-scrolling version of like World of Warcraft, and except it's like weird chibis and it's pay to win as fuck, and the gameplay is horrible, and the community is horrible. Everyone that plays it wants to fuck a lolly. Like it's just the worst thing ever. I don't know why I liked it.
And this is the game you sank hundreds of thousands of hours of your life into.
They had such a good like progression to it.
Mm-hmm.
So it just no matter like all the things you hated didn't matter because you were like, no, I'm progressing. Like this is fun. This is satisfying. I hated everything else about it, and it was all my friends played too. So it was just like all the boys would get on and play fucking MapleStory.
I've never
not a good game.
I've heard so many people say they love that game, but I've never.
Yeah, it's horrendous. Anyone that says they love it, they're lying to themselves and they haven't played another video game in their life. As somebody who has played it for thousands of hours, it is actually atrocious. It is awful.
I feel like that's very true of RuneScape too. It's like so much of RuneScape is just like pulling teeth to play this game.
Yeah,
such a grind, but I love it. I can't stop playing it, but I also hate it.
Yeah,
It's a weird thing.
That's
I feel
how
like-
Rust is, dude. It's very grindy, and you can lose all your shit very quickly, but it's very addictive at the same time.
yeah.
The thing with me when it comes to games like that where you can lose your shit, like that kind of makes me unattracted to a game. Like that's why I like RuneScape
that's
is your
the fun of
progress
it,
is
though.
permanent.
That's the whole fun is like you do it again because your shit got raided.
I can understand why you guys would like that, but I just like me personally, I just like games that have that kind of like structure just don't really like attract me at all. Because like when you
Well, there's
progress,
almost
like,
just no point then, like in the game, really, if you can't.
Yeah,
lose
that's
your shit.
that's literally
Well, no,
like the whole
that's what I'm
game.
saying. But like games like WoW or RuneScape or whatever, your progression is permanent no matter what happens.
Right, I get what you're saying.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't like doing a bunch of like, especially when it's like a game where you kind of like you're put into a world where there are people that are already established and have a shit ton of stuff that can just come at you anytime and just fucking ruin your day.
Well, that's why you have
Like
to play
that.
with the wipes. Like every time there's a wipe server, that's when you
So
have
the
to.
whites.
Yeah,
play
you
with
gotta
the
play
wipes.
with only the whites. Soup never
yeah,
played
play with the
me.
wipes. Yeah, but that's another thing. That's another aspect of Rust that just gets rid of everything. I don't know. Like
I mean,
Rust
that
is
game
fun.
is
I
not
played it a
beginner
lot.
friendly at
I
all.
played Rust
That's-
quite a bit, but
No,
it's
definitely
not
not.
something that I would like sink 4,000-5,000 hours into.
I feel like if you like took it for what it is and just enjoyed like the community and shit, rather than like worrying about the game
And that's what I
so
would
much,
do.
that's
Yeah.
when it becomes fun because like you just meet random people who are just doing dumb
Yeah,
shit
that's the
and
best
then
part
you
about Rust.
become friends with them. You join their like clan and then it doesn't matter that you have no shit because now you have like 10
Right.
other friends that you met. It's a really good like game for just fucking around and like messing with the community and stuff like that. A lot of the community is
Absolutely.
super toxic, but it's if you're just going in it with an open mind, it's just
I mean,
content.
that's how
It's
every
just
game
funny.
is.
Yeah, they're
Every
pretty
game has a
aggressively toxic out there.
Yeah, Rust is a different.
Pretty-
Some are worse than others.
They're a different
Yeah.
breed, man.
They're like
Rust
superiority.
is
complexes and
like
shit.
another fucking level.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
I always
though.
thought that
I
was
like it.
funny because so many people like Rust is pretty much what jump started my career, and then going into other games, people were like, "Yeah, this community's toxic," and their version of toxic would be someone saying like, "You damn noob." Meanwhile, on Rust, you're getting called the N-word 12 times
Literally.
while someone's beating their child in the background.
I'll never forget the first time I ever played Rust. I was streaming it, and this one I still streamed on YouTube. And I was just like, I spawned on the beach, and there's a sleeping bag next to me the second I spawned. And I was like, oh, what's this? And I clicked on it, and it was just N-word sleeping bag, but like the hard
Yep.
R. I opened it on stream. Literally 30 seconds I was on that
God.
game before I saw a slur. It's like,
Welcome
what
to
the
Rust,
fuck is
motherfucker.
this?
Welcome to Rust, baby.
Yeah, it was a good intro to it. Thank you for
And
duck sound
nothing's
effect.
changed.
No, absolutely not.
Anytime.
McNass, you got another one?
Another.
More topics.
More topics. For me.
Topics.
This question, I don't know. I feel like this question is kind of self-explanatory. As content creators or people young folk look up to, do you ever find yourselves restricting yourselves with a joke or a choice of words?
No.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
kind of a weird question to ask us.
I
You have
mean,
pretty much.
I'm
gone
a lot
above and
more
beyond.
conscious about that shit than you guys are, which is fine.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with putting up whatever the fuck you want.
I mean,
just-
obviously the N word. We just don't say that in videos at all.
Yeah.
Or just
Um,
in
Ever.
general.
Or
What do you
in
mean?
general.
Not just not in videos.
Well, I mean, like,
Ever.
because the question is saying about being in videos, about like restricting yourself with joke in videos. But yeah, I mean, like I said, that's an obvious one. And then I don't really like making rape jokes. There is a rape joke that is in one of my really old videos that I kind of hate that hangs over my head, but I don't really see any like negative comments towards it. Usually jokes, laughter, but
Yeah,
Well,
it's
The difference
surprising
is
how little
that
we
if you're
get.
making a joke, it doesn't really matter what you say. But what's hard about our career is like if you talk to someone that's like a comedian, they have like a long time to look over and check their jokes. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
they make jokes that will last over time if you're a good comedian. We upload pretty consistently and we're doing it a lot more than just like a tour where we can actually sit down and think about what we're going to say.
Right.
Yeah.
Ours is very improv. Like it's all improv, really. Like we don't ever come into anything with
the
a
script.
yeah, there's no script.
Pre-made joke.
So if we say something that's fucked and it ends up like in a video, it's kind of like just there.
You're kind of just shit out of luck if you didn't want to say it.
You can't really defend it if it's super bad. You have to think about
times,
it. But,
I was gonna say, there's been times where somebody has like asked for a joke not to be in a video. Or like, for example, when Jay sang that fucking Sister Out of Mill song and he asked it not to be in a video, so McNasty just covered it and put it in his video. So like stuff like that has happened. But I mean, I feel like you just have to, it's common sense. I mean, sometimes it goes over some of our heads. McNasty. But most of the time, it's pretty common sense what not to and what to put in a video.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I have a thicker line than at least you and Soup. I don't know about Do.
You have a thicker ass than most of us.
Yeah, I think I'm closer to Blarg. I think McNasty doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And Soup is pretty close to that.
Soup is just his own shit going on.
There have been a couple times where I've put stuff in videos and Soup is coming at me like, bro.
Yeah.
Why?
well, that's because, I mean, no offense, but you have extremely bad judgment when it comes to things that you do on video. Like, your judgment towards like content is fucking horrible, if I'm honest. Like, I mean, like some of the shit that you leave in is like blaringly obvious should not go in. Like, I feel like.
I mean, that's why I have a strike on my channel. It's just,
that would be why. Yeah.
And like like, I don't have a problem with it because I know I'm just saying it as a joke, but the problem lies within YouTube not going for that kind of shit because YouTube doesn't know when it's a joke and when it's literal derogatory speech. Yeah, like they don't know the difference, and they're not going to take the time to like
figure out the difference. They don't care.
Yeah, yeah, they don't care. So that's why it upsets me if something's super fucked. That's all that is. Like the joke is fine, just YouTube not seeing it that way is the problem.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Yeah, I feel like I feel like I've been scared to mess up my CPM too, which is why I always try to keep it slightly cleaner.
Yeah,
like slightly cleaner than you guys, especially my first minute. Like my first minute is for like fucking Babies R Us. Like there's nothing bad going on in there. So I don't know.
Which sucks too because viewer retention comes from that first clip.
I know
usually.
It's so AIDS because the best clips have someone swearing
right at the beginning.
Yep, but that's okay.
That was a really strong F word. You just let out. That was really good.
Thanks, babe.
It's not in the first minute, so we're okay. I still think that rule is fucking stupid as shit.
It is.
I feel like a lot of fans don't even know that that's a rule too. Well, not a rule, but like essentially if you want ads, the first 30 seconds to a minute of your video has to be like pretty fucking clean. Like you have to censor it. You have to like remove certain words and splice the audio together so there's not even like a slur there or some fucking random shit. It's a swear word.
And it just depends on who at YouTube checks your video too, because the rules aren't applied consistently. There are some super butthurt people who, if you say ass, they're like, oh, no ads for you, you know. Yeah. And then there's other people who I've like had like an ISIS joke in the first minute, and it's full green, all ads. So
sounds good. $30 CPM. Here you go. Disney Plus ads. Enjoy.
Yeah, people think my editing is fucked. People are like, I love how he censors the first 30 seconds and then forgets the rest of the video. Like
you just forgot.
I've completely gave up, or like my editor gave up editing. I think that's funny. Yeah, but no, YouTube makes it that way.
Yep, which is stupid because like I don't understand. Like, do they think an advertiser or like somebody's just gonna go on the first 30 seconds, be offended by fuck, and then pull their ads from YouTube?
Like I said in the last podcast,
I just don't get
dude.
It.
These advertisers would sponsor a Klan rally if it meant $1 million more in sales. Dude, they don't care. It's just their way of getting cheaper ads. They don't fucking care. They have no morals. They don't care about the people buying their product.
Dude, that is one thing I've always fucking hated. Is like, I don't know if this is a controversial take, but when brands pretend to care about like some sort of minority group or like gay people or something, and everyone's like, oh my god, I'm gonna support that brand because they like openly were like, yeah, gay rights day.
They definitely don't want my money.
Yeah, they don't give a single fuck about
It's
you
all
or
marketing, baby.
Yeah, anybody. It's literally just like the fastest way to appeal to people, which is, I mean, it's horrible. It's a shitty business practice. I mean, if you're going to stick with, supporting whatever group, then that should be an all the time thing. But it's like, okay, fucking gay month. Yeah. Here's gay pride flag and a bunch of shit. And then like the first day that it's no longer gay pride month, they're like, yeah, back to normal. Fuck them. We got their money. It's like,
I mean, I'm sure some of these brands have, good morals and stuff. It's not true for all of them.
No, but I feel like
the majority of people don't give a fuck about anybody except themselves.
Yeah, it's so shitty.
Which is just common sense, really.
Yeah,
I feel like most people know that.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people get way too easily impressed by a brand being like, just tweeting trans rights or something. Like that shouldn't be a take. That should, you shouldn't have to go out of your way to state that. That's just.
I am a good person.
Here you go. Yeah,
I am a good person. Buy my product because I am a good person.
Please buy this ice cream, guys. It's
eat Arby's. We're decent human beings
weird.
here at corporate.
It's just weird to me.
Yeah, I totally get what you mean.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, another topic, McNasty.
Yeah. I want to get into the individual topics. We'll start with
guard.
I'll start with Mr. Soup first. As someone that's from the deep south myself, what do you think is the best thing about living in the South that you would love to share with other cultures of the U.S.?
Peace and fucking quiet.
Yeah, that's true.
Going to the city makes me want to bash my fucking head in.
Really?
Cars and goddamn loud homeless people trying to ask for $1 and a cigarette. Fuck off. Go to hell. I don't want to talk to you. I want to mind my own business. I'm sorry you got addicted to crack. It's not my fucking problem.
Okay.
Let me get to point A and point B on my own time. I'm a free human. Fuck off.
So passionate about that.
All right, then.
Well, dude, I fucking hate going in public. I don't want people talking to me or anything. Like, just fuck off.
See, I feel like you only get that with like mid-sized cities. I feel like when you're in like big cities like LA, New York, Toronto, like places like that, people don't even like look at you. Like you're just another fucking random human. Like nobody bothers you, tries to talk to you or anything. I feel like it's like mid-sized cities where you actually have that boo-boo AIDS of people try to talk to you or like homeless people pestering you.
I guess.
I don't know.
I just don't like how loud cities are and how annoying people are. I mean, big crowds make me anxious. I don't like it.
Yeah.
You ever been to Times Square? You ever been to New York?
No, I've been to New Jersey, though, and I saw a homeless man digging through a trash can at McDonald's, and the manager literally came out and slapped the fucking cheeseburger out of his hands and pushed him, and he fell down.
What the fuck?
Wow.
And he was like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Why wouldn't he just let him eat the garbage burger? I don't get it.
Why didn't he just tell him to leave? Why'd he push him?
I don't know.
Take your garbage burger and go home. Well,
I don't know.
go box or whatever.
And then my parents went inside and bought him a meal.
That's
nice.
Really nice of your parents. Yeah, that's good.
I mean, the poor guy was trying to eat a trash burger.
I mean,
It wasn't bothering anybody.
That's kind of sad. Like,
Yeah.
just depersonalize the fuck out of that guy. He's just meat.
Yeah, it's like, dude, he's eating a trash burger. Like, just let him eat the trash burger. Like, he's not bothering anyone.
Just eating his trash burger. And
Like, if he's going
take a
around to
nap.
customers asking for money and shit, like, yeah, tell him to fuck off. But, like, he's just eating a trash burger.
He
Dude,
probably
there is
assumes
this,
he is.
There was this homeless dude that was in Toronto, and it was off Queen Street, I think. And it's a super popular McDonald's. This homeless dude would be outside all the time and just hold the door for everybody. He would never ask for anything. He'd just sit there and hold the door, and like they never cared. But every single time I went there for like 2 years, that guy'd be outside holding the door. It was so weird. He probably made bank though. Like, I mean, he was still homeless as shit, so probably not, bank, but he probably got at least $1 every other hour. He was doing pretty good for homeless dudes. And I don't know. They used to always bring him out like food and stuff like that. And yeah, I don't know. He was pretty unproblematic. He was a nice dude. He was really drunk one time though, and I was with one of my friends. He stopped him and he told him that he should be a porn star. So I don't know. That was a little weird, but the rest of him has been fine. Yeah, big cities are interesting. Toronto's got some fucking wild homeless people, man. I was just walking by and he was like, when there's like construction outside of a building and they don't want like shit to fall, so they put up like scaffolding almost, but it's like just to protect stuff from falling onto the sidewalk. There was a dude standing behind one of those and I didn't even notice him. And I just walked by and I saw him and it like scared me because he was just sitting back there. It was like 1 a.m. and I was like, the fuck? So I like was just like, whoa. And I just kept walking and he threw a fucking water bottle at the back of my head. It's like, what are you looking at? It's like, what do you mean? You don't want to hiding behind fucking scaffolding at 1 a.m.
Yeah, I walked out of like a fucking muffin shop not too long ago, and this crackhead lady was like, "Oh, yeah, fuck you, bitch. Oh, fuck you." I'm like, I just bought a muffin, ma'am. I don't know what you want.
Maybe she wanted the muffin. I don't know.
She's really jealous.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I don't know what drugs you have to be on to just be so angry at pedestrians walking by.
She probably just hates that they're not homeless. She is.
Yeah, I guess. What was the question again? Because I feel like Soup was the only one that answered.
It was something. The best thing about living in the South.
Oh well, yes. Oh yeah, right. It was just for Soup.
Peace and quiet.
Yeah.
Fuck homeless, annoying people.
Yep.
Totally.
I don't know if I agree with the first half of that, but I agree with the annoying part.
Well, not necessarily if they're just homeless, but if they're homeless and annoying, or just annoying people in general. How about that? Just anybody
yeah, just
that's annoying.
Annoying motherfuckers in big cities.
That's what I mean. Annoying people. Fuck off.
Yeah. There's a lot more of them in big cities, so yeah, that's fair.
If I don't know you or you're not a fan of mine, I don't want to talk to you, really. That's just kind of how I feel.
I feel like the best part of living, like, in the area you live would be having, like, big property for relatively cheap.
Yes.
Like, I don't live in a city or anything. Like, I live outside of a city, but if I want, like, a backyard that's, like, a few acres, it's fucking expensive. Like, unless the house is a shitbox, it's over $1 million.
Get more expensive because people like you are realizing how cheap it is, and then they're coming down here and ruining it.
Yeah, well, all right, man, my bad.
I mean, it's not wrong. Like, every fucking YouTuber and their mom is moving to Texas right now.
Yeah. Yeah, well, don't yell at me. I live in the fucking suburbs.
Yeah, I'm just kidding with you, blog. I love you.
They asked another question in your thing, but I feel like this could apply to all of us. Is there a specific stereotype from your culture that you either disregard or simply does not suit you?
I'm not a terrorist. So that's something.
That's a good one.
It doesn't ride mooses to work.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure thing, buddy. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. We'll keep your secret.
Just getting the CIA off my back.
We're not all freaking stupid in the Midwest.
I'd just say it in that accent. I'd just say it in regular dude voice.
All right, that's it. We're going to war.
Stupid. I'm my wife. Not really helping the point.
When they're dumb.
When they're that stupid. Say that with like 4 teeth in my mouth.
He's got his jewel bib on, just vibing.
4 teeth on a good day.
The thing is, whenever I think of like Midwest, this is so fucked to say, but whenever I think of the Midwest, I just think of boring.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
like,
that's
there's like
totally
nothing
true.
to do in the Midwest really that I can think of.
Well, that's why everybody does fucking meth.
Yeah. We
That's
gotta
true.
keep liven things up.
Is it?
Yeah,
But,
that's
Nothing that bad.
What?
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 Who?
What?
Was that?
For me, I feel like there's a lot of stereotypes about California that really aren't true.
California.
Yeah.
I mean, there
totally
are.
agree with that one, McNasty. I thought a lot of smart people lived in California until I met you.
Yeah, you're fucking stupid. You stink.
Okay.
Ironic.
We're covering a lot today.
Stinky, stupid.
Ironic.
Stinker serp.
Irony. You're listening to irony.
Stupid serp.
Irony right here.
You shut up. No, but I feel like there's a stereotype of like everybody in California is like, yo, bro, let's go fucking hit the waves, dude. Like, no, I've never met anybody like that ever.
That's just like Huntington Beach area. Like that is a reality there, but it's like posh ass kids whose parents like have a tech business down the road.
Right.
That's definitely not normal California. I feel like it's surprising to a lot of Americans how hot it is in, at least where I live in Canada. I don't know if that's people seem to think where I live, like unironically, they think it snows like year round.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, but what is hot to you? Are we talking 45 degrees?
No, like 120. With humidity. It gets disgustingly hot where I am, especially because
You're disgustingly hot.
Thank you, Soup. I appreciate that. Basically, where I am is like nestled between 3 lakes, so it gets stupidly humid. And like just
those aren't even lakes; those are like fucking
hot.
mini oceans.
Yeah, they're big boys. So yeah, no, it gets really fucking hot here. So that's it's not covered in snow here unless you go like all the way up north where there's literally like 14 people living. So majority of Canada is pretty warm, especially in the summer, obviously.
Matt, have you seen that wait, do you use TikTok?
No, I don't use TikTok. I'm not.
Never mind.
Yeah.
There's a guy on there. There's like a Canadian dude. And he's very Canadian. Like he has a strong Canadian accent.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Probably Saskatchewan or Manitoba or one of those mother yuckers. Alberta.
He literally doesn't like he does like a video where he like lives in the woods and he'll like cook stuff in the woods and
he's got his
like
dog with him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
that'd be easy as fuck to do.
He's like, so like his voice is so calm and it's just so Canadian.
Yeah,
we're gonna cook some eggs here and some bacon and
I don't know if I have a Canadian accent or not. I feel like I have.
Oh no,
I feel like there's certain words. I feel like there's certain words, but because
if there's an OU in a word, you do ooh like
yeah,
outside or host, yeah.
Okay. But I mean, I grew up watching American television because I could literally probably throw a rock to Detroit from where I am.
Yeah.
So I feel like
that's a war crime.
Naturally got more of an American accent. I don't know if that's a war crime, throwing a small rock across a lake, river, whatever the fuck. River. I guess it would be Detroit River, yeah.
All right, do you want to move on to do topics?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yuck.
Lame.
I want to learn guitar. I have a very old squire.
What a surprise!
I have a very old squire. Do you have any suggestion for a beginner that you wish you would have known as a young person? As a young guitar player?
Oh man, so
Give
much.
up.
Yeah, don't try. There's no hope. Well, learn music theory as you go because it helps a lot. It makes it kind of assigns a language to the music rather than just some dude on YouTube saying "Smoke on the Water's fret 0 and then 3 and then 5." You actually kind of know what you're playing. And
once you get past like the fact that like once you get past the fretboard just being numbers, it helps a lot. Like just going off numbers is like it's gonna restrict you like crazy.
And then it also gives you a language to talk to other musicians about stuff with too. You know, like for other people who actually know theory and stuff.
Except for jazz musicians, they're just like
then they're like neuroscience, physicists, rocket scientists. Yeah, they're in way too deep. Play with a metronome. Nobody plays with a metronome anymore. Like when you're learning like sweep picking, start out slow because speed is a byproduct of control. You want to start with a metronome and get your articulation down first.
Amen.
Well, that was actually a big one. Like I used to practice before I had like a guitar teacher. I used to practice just like try to play full speed or just like half speed and just like use my brain and not actually have a metronome. But using a metronome actually helps so fucking much. It just has like it helps so much subconsciously. Like you don't even realize how much of a difference it makes.
It really does. Because when I was younger, I had the tendency to be like, "Oh, there's sweep picking in the song. Okay, I can just slop that out." And you know, like you'd only hear like maybe 2 or 3 of the top notes of the arpeggio because I didn't know what I was doing. I just tried to go into it full speed without actually practicing it. So yeah, use a metronome. And learn how to pick slant if you don't already know how to pick slant. That's a big thing. Look up Troy Grady on YouTube. Shout out to Troy Grady. He's got like he's like dissected it scientifically.
Really?
It'll change your life.
Huh.
Yep.
You changed my life.
Do you mean that?
That's nice.
All right, there's another question.
You actually kind of did though, in a way.
That's stupid.
I think we all changed each other's lives.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, mine got worse.
Among Us.
Okay.
Totally.
Yep.
Question number 2 on do topics. As a single man who's seemingly actively looking for the right woman, what is your ideal taste in women?
Yeah, I'm definitely not actively looking for a woman. I don't know where you got that idea.
Themselves. Well, I don't know.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know the words.
Oh,
yeah.
He's a single person, and they want to know my taste.
It says seemingly actively looking for the right woman.
What's your taste in women so I can copy it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What's your taste in women so I can go ahead and try to steal all yours? Like, what do you mean?
That's actually a good question. I don't know. Like, what is your taste? Do you have a taste in girls?
Yeah, I've
vagina.
Just every woman I'm okay with.
One
any
with a
woman,
pussy.
one with bob and wagon.
Must
That's all
have
I
legs.
need. No, I
One
like.
with a gaping butthole.
Well, let the man answer, please.
I don't discriminate,
Long
but
toenails. Sorry.
Let him talk.
I don't discriminate. Like I would date anyone,
bad.
but I but they need to smell bad. They need to have long toenails. They need to be 6'5" and named Helga. You must be Russian.
That sounds like a really niche market.
No, I like blondes. I've only ever dated blondes, so it's not like I'm exclusive to that. But that's just, I guess that's my type if I had
just
one.
how it worked out.
Yeah, this is kind of how it worked out. I don't know, like athletic types, because I'm super into fitness and stuff.
Do you have is there like a style, like a female style that you're kind of into? You know,
Athletic types.
no, I mean like the
Ones
way
with
that,
mullets.
I mean, because there's like
I gotta wear jeans.
there's girls who are like the Kim Kardashian fake look, and then there's
Oh,
like
hell
emo
no.
girls, and then like
No.
punk girls, stuff like that. Is there like a style that you're like specifically into?
Well, definitely not like plastic Hollywood, like
Yeah,
Cali fake looking. Definitely not that kind. Like
I don't think anybody actually likes that. I feel like that's a lie.
yeah. Just like a natural
Basketball
looking
players
human
seem to
being.
like
I
it.
don't know. Basketball.
I feel like a
what?
lot of athletes tend to go after women like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like everyone's
the
just lying
Kardashian
to
family strictly
themselves.
dates basketball players, so I feel like that's just like a basketball player
I
thing.
feel like
I
it's
think
a
that might
money
be a big dick thing.
I feel like it's probably a money and image thing more than it is.
Well, you gotta have a big dick to get past a 8-inch fucking deep ass crack.
Yeah, you just be
Gotta have a
tickling the
big dick
butt.
to get past all that plastic.
And literally just be tickling the ass, so it didn't do anything.
You're just fucking her ass cheeks.
That's like titty fuck, but it's butt cheek fuck.
Absolutely
Why don't you
could.
just go buy 2 fucking buckets of silicone and just fuck those?
Hey, you know what? Those women are saving the ocean, okay? That plastic could be in the ocean, but it's in their ass cheeks.
That's true. A
So-
whale could be choking on that plastic. That's the only positive.
That is not a good positive to be the only thing you bring to the table.
Shout out to all them fake titties.
I'm okay. I'm not going to shout that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
What else is
McNasty,
up?
next topic. Sounds good, McNasty. Thank you for contributing to the next
I
topic.
was replying to a text. Sorry, I think you were still
In the
talking
middle of
about
our
topic.
podcast?
That was a quick little text. Shut the fuck up. All right,
Only friends are
these
here.
questions are for me. So,
No one else talk.
you do not have to answer this. It's simply a burning question I've had. What led you to drop out of high school? I just fucking hated school.
Lazy motherfucker.
Me not like
yeah.
work.
You know, the problem is like when I was in high school, whenever I would actually apply myself, I would do really well. Like I've always been pretty good about retaining information, but just doing the work and like choosing to
Applying yourself.
choosing to do responsibilities over like, you know, indulging myself in video games or whatever. I always went with video games. So I was failing by the time I turned 18 in high school, and I was like, I don't know, just drop out.
Did your parents say anything? Were they like, okay?
I mean, they weren't happy about it, but I mean, I went and got my GED, and
Oh, okay. At least you have a GED, because like a lot of fucking people I know that drop out don't even bother with the GED, and it's like
the one thing that kind of
Bruh.
solidified my whole statement about me retaining information well, but just being lazy, is the fact that I went into the GED, because you have to take a placement test for the GED, and that like determines what are your weak points, and then you go take those classes on weak points. Well, for me, out of like 300 people that took the GED test, I was the only person that didn't need to take classes. So they were like, just come in whenever and take your GED test, and I did, and I passed it.
That's pretty nice, actually.
Yeah. So I was actually able to get my GED before any of my friends graduated, but I at this point, I really don't think that like it made a difference. But that's in my case because I'm a fucking online content creator. I'm not a, I'm not trying to be a judge or
that dropping out works like one time out of like the 10,000 people that do it. Like it is not something you should endorse at all.
Yeah, definitely not. Stay in school. Do your fucking work.
I'd say stay in school, but don't give up on your passions.
Yeah. No, that's the right answer.
Don't sacrifice your dreams for, something easy.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily easy, but something that's, almost guaranteed.
Let's always have a backup plan. School and work is a backup plan. If your dreams fail.
Right.
Don't just completely live your life hoping that your dream's eventually going to happen, because it might not happen.
Yeah, you can't just commit to one thing, I feel like. Unless there's a lot of people who don't care though. So you can't degrade those people for just wanting a normal 9 to 5 whatever, not really giving a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But like those people those people that do have like an ambition, you can't just chase that ambition and absolutely nothing else. It is not.
Yep.
Chances are it won't work out for you, or you're going to have so many like external factors, like you're going to be broke because you're not going to be working, and you're not going to have a backup plan. So like that much stress might even cause you to like do worse with chasing your passion or dream.
I didn't have a backup plan though myself.
Yeah, but you at least finished high school.
Went all in.
Yeah, you finished high school and you did all that shit.
I had a backup plan. I had a backup plan, but I was like, I will do everything to not have to do this backup plan.
Yeah, no, same
kind of mentality.
But you had
I even went through college with that shit. I mean, but you started like YouTube a long fucking time ago, so you already kind of had it set in stone. Like by the time you were done high school, you were like almost there.
Yeah, like, were you not? Dude, I'm fucking doing this. Like, if I don't fucking do this, I'm gonna fucking just
okay.
All over the wall.
Yeah, all right. I didn't know where that was going. I said high school and you did the gun thing, and I panicked for a second. It's a bottle clenched.
No, to myself, if YouTube didn't work out, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a healthy mindset, guys. This is how you should feel and think.
That's how I felt, though. I was like, dude, fuck everything. I want to do this, and I'm going to do it. I don't fucking care.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's a really common story, though.
Yeah.
With I was just going to say, it's a really common story with YouTubers. A lot of us were in like high school or college. Well, not just high school, like college, when our channels kind of took off, and then we quit college. So we were like going for a plan B at the time.
We quit college.
Yeah, I quit.
I'm stupid, and I wanted to start YouTube when I was like, I don't know, like 16 or 17, but I was just like, I was so scared of getting judged for some stupid fucking reason. And then after high school, I did a year of working full time in a factory, and that's when I was like, okay, I'm finally gonna do this at like 18. And I went through all of college doing YouTube, and eventually it worked out.
Oh yeah, I got fucking picked on too for it.
Did you?
Like, go make your stupid YouTube videos.
Oh, I just never told anybody I did it. Nobody had any clue.
I didn't tell anybody, and then when I did tell one of my friends, he just like shit on it. So I was like, yeah, I'm not
well, I told my friends, and my fucking friends told everyone else, and then it was like trickled down. Like I was like, please don't tell anyone I'm doing this, and then fucking boom.
Everybody knew you were doing that.
Yeah.
I feel like McNasty's in a unique position because you didn't start making videos till you're like 26, right?
I think it was 25. Well, when I started YouTube, my channel was a music channel, so I was making music. But during that time, I was in college. I was going to school.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and then I started doing online classes, just because I found out that I could do online classes. I didn't really want to like go to the actual school every day because it was just. Mm-hmm. I mean, I still had to go to school like one day out of the week because there was like certain classes you can't do online.
Yeah.
But most of the classes I had were online, so I was like, fuck it, I might as well just do it from the comfort of my own home. And then that gave me a lot of extra time to do like YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
And then over time, yeah. So yeah, I definitely had the help of like my parents in my living situation that got me into YouTube. Or didn't get me into it, but it helped me have
helped you like pursue it.
Right.
Having help is a good thing. And I can say that we've all probably had enormous amounts of help along the way.
Oh yeah, from just like
from parents,
like
other
friends,
YouTubers,
parents,
friends. Yeah. The whole
Yeah.
shebang. So having like support is definitely important, but you can do it without it too.
Mm-hmm. It's all just there's so
Depends
much
on your
luck
situation,
too.
really.
Yeah, there's so much fucking luck to it too.
Oh yeah.
Make the best with your individual situation.
Okay.
Good voice shape.
The next question for me is I can answer it really fast. It says you appear to be a self-aware man, so I ask, what are some things that you wish you could have done differently as a child that you would have felt impacted your relationships, future, etc.? Honestly, nothing. I feel like if I were to go back in time and even change, like, maybe having a better connection with my fucking other grandparents or something, I feel like that would affect where I am today. Like, I hate that I spent so much of my early 20s, like, just being a fucking waste of space and doing, like, nothing. But at the same time, if I didn't do that, I might have ended up just being at a regular job and spending the rest of my life just being at a regular job. But now I get to live the life of what I've always wanted to live, playing fucking video games for money. So if I were to go back in time and change anything, I wouldn't change anything at all. I'm happy the way my life ended up.
It's a good answer.
Nice.
Okay, blog topics.
No regrets.
You seem to be extremely self-educated. What is a topic that you could talk about all day if someone were to permit it?
Bro, I don't
Cars?
honestly, probably cars would be the first one that I'd like think of, but that's not like self-educated. Like I have 4 years of school for cars.
Oh, really?
3 years. Yeah, 3 years of school
Oh, I
for
did not
cars.
know that.
Yeah, I did a total of 6 years of school, 3 years for car stuff, like car engineering, development technologies, and basically marketing. And then I did 3 years of business, like international business. But like, yeah, that's definitely one that I could just talk about all day, and I just enjoy almost every aspect of it.
What about Pokemon Nuzlocke?
No, I mean, I could probably talk about Pokemon. I enjoy Pokemon, but I don't think I'd go off for 3 hours on a tangent about Pokemon Nuzlocks.
Is there anything else is there anything else you could just talk about forever?
I don't know, man. There's a lot of stuff that I just like find really interesting. Yeah, I like music, movies, like I like different places in the world, the history, just I don't know, like space, science. I just enjoy talking about shit, and like especially when you're talking to somebody who's knowledgeable, like talking to somebody who knows knows infinitely more than you, and it's so entertaining. I don't know. I don't know. I like listening to shit and hearing people who know more about stuff.
I like talking to people who are more knowledgeable than me, but don't talk down to me because I don't know about the subject.
Oh, like they want to spread their knowledge with you.
Fucking shit.
Yeah, that's obnoxious.
Yeah.
I honestly like I prefer situations where I'm talking to somebody who, like you said, somebody that knows a lot about something, and then like kind of just learning off of them. Like,
yeah.
I mean, there are things I can talk about all day, right? Like music, beating off.
Yeah. Okay. It started.
Beating off.
Started good.
Girls.
OnlyFans.
But yeah, no, I really like vibing with people that are willing to like share knowledge and shit.
It is also fun the other way around though. Like when somebody is first getting into a hobby that you like, that feeling of like, ooh, like you're fucking stoked to start like teaching them about shit. And just like, oh, like learn about this and this and this, and then like, oh, I'm gonna talk to you about this, and then we can like, it's so fucking fun. I don't know. Anything like that. Just hearing people talk about shit that they're passionate about is chef kiss. Love that.
Yeah. All right. I haven't even read this ahead of time, but whatever. I'm gonna read it anyways. Judging by your response to the same topic from a previous episode of the podcast, you do not seem to be invested in the prospect of another intelligent species past your own. Have you ever looked into the Anunnaki, Mayan culture, or other contradicting topics such as that? Disregarding the scientifics of the perfect situation, why do you not consider intelligent life past your own?
Holy fucking shit.
No, that's actually solid. That's a good question. That's super interesting.
Yeah, but like, holy fuck.
I feel like,
why do you like video games?
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people misinterpreted my reply to not knowing about aliens. I don't believe that there is no other form of life out there at all. I do not believe that. There very well could be.
There could be monkeys in space.
There literally could. There could be anything. I mean, if you're just going on, listen, it depends how deep you want to go. If you're going off like string theory, then like, bro, there's infinite different possibilities of every type of universe.
Yeah.
But even, I don't know, even just pretending that there's just this one is just, I wasn't saying that I don't believe that there's not some sort of alien life somewhere. I was just explaining the complexities of actually having alien life and how people are just like, oh, but what if they like breathe glass and eat styrofoam? Like there's certain molecules that make up certain things, and you need carbon, basically. So if there's no carbon, chances are there's no intelligent life. That's all I was getting at. There very well could be. I don't know if they've came to Earth. I don't know anything about that fucking shit. I don't really research aliens 24/7. Just from a scientific standpoint, all I was getting at is that without carbon, intelligent life is nearly impossible. You can have super like primitive shit that breathes, you know, like is made up of like sulfur and stuff like that. But you need carbon to have like intelligent life that we know of. And that we know pretty much every single element within the observable universe. So it's not like there's some random shit out there that can make up intelligent life that we just aren't aware of. We pretty much know every single element and combination of elements that's in the observable universe. So with that, you need carbon with our current understanding of science. That's all I was getting at. So, yeah.
So you don't believe in aliens?
I believe that they are there and we don't see them.
Bad.
They could be
spaghetti.
They could be too far away for us to see as well. So they might not develop.
Spaghetti about as bad as an alien needs carbon.
Universe.
If you're looking at a star 2.4 billion light years away, then you're going to see some primordial stew and not what that planet looks like at this current moment. So it's, I mean, if another planet that far away is looking at us, they won't see any life. They'll see a giant volcanic bubble. So
yeah, and didn't scientists find another planet that was far enough from a sun that could be like Earth? So there could be shit on that planet. There
is a lot of planets that are. It's called the Goldilocks Zone. Right. There's a lot of planets that are actually in that area. That's not a super uncommon thing to happen, but it's just it's the combination of needing to be in the Goldilocks Zone, needing to be carbon, like needing to have carbon-based things on it, needing the perfect temperature, the perfect chain of events to happen, not be fully tidally locked. It's just like there's just a lot of shit that needs to happen. That's all I was getting at. But yeah, I don't know. That's a fun topic, but I don't know nearly as much about it as this person seems to think I do.
What if they breathe plasma?
That's you can't breathe light. I don't know.
Prove it. You don't know that. You're not God.
You're right. Yeah, that's true. All right. Is there any other topics, or are we calling it there?
No, that was actually the first
first time we completed
questionnaire
one?
we've finished.
Yay!
Wow,
Let's get like 70 questions.
Let's get a like on the podcast for that.
10,000 likes on the podcast for that one.
Yep. Let's
Pog champion.
Subscribe right now for more.
Okay.
It's mommy makeout day.
It's Gaka baby poo poo.
Okay.
All right.
And the podcast.
There is no intelligent life in the GOONS podcast. There is no carbon here. Only spaghetti or meat.
Okay, end the fucking podcast. I want to go eat some gnocchi.
If you believe in aliens, like the podcast and download it on Spotify. Subscribe for more GOONS.
What's that?
Subscribe for more GOONS.